auspicious Karthigai Deepam day, and we are currently at Tiruparankundram Hills, and this is the place where one of the 6 abodes of Lord Murugan, here Tiruparankundram Hill, you could see that particular temple as well, Mudal Padai Veedu, the first abode of Murugan, and here this turned out to be an issue earlier because this is the Thiruparankundram Malai that turned out to be an issue with Sikandar Malai that has after that subsided. Now there is another issue. For every month of Karthigai, the big Karthigai, what they do is that like in the state of Tamil Nadu, people light Deepams not just in their homes but in temples as well, Tiruvannamalai and various temples, and also in Murugan temples. And what happens here is that in this particular temple, on one side left, there is a small place called as like Uchipulya temple where they used to light that particular Deepam. But right now a case was filed in Madras High Court over by which, if you could like slowly, as my camera person Daniel is panning out, you could see a small pillar that is called as the Deepartoon, which means the lamp pillar. This is supposed to be an ancient pillar which was during the period of the Jains itself at this location, and it was apparently used at that time by them. But right now the case was filed claiming that this also is the actual place where the lamp must be lit, and this went to Madras High Court Madurai bench where Justice G.R. Swaminathan has now allowed it. Issue here is that like we've been also told that the department also filed an appeal against it, but it could not get listed for the day because earlier this particular lamp was lit in another side of this hill, which is actually considered as a Moksha Deepam area, which is a place where you light the lamp for the dead, and they claim that this should not be the same place where the lamp must be lit, and that's the reason now the case was filed, and now Madras High Court Madurai bench has allowed the lamp to be lit on that particular simple one pillar that you see over there. The only problem here is that there is actually a dargah close to this particular place called as Sikandar Dargah. That turned out to be an issue earlier, and right now this is the reason they claim that actually allegation was raised in claiming this is only 50 meters away from the dargah, and that's the reason it turned out to be an issue. However, Madras High Court Madurai bench clearly said that it is actually not inside the compound, so it should be allowed on the auspicious day of Karthigai Deepam, due to which now it has been decided to go ahead and light the lamp at that particular toon, the Deepartoon in Tiruparankundram Hills. We are atop Tiruparankundram Hills, one of the hills. The other one is a little bigger, but this is a place where you could see behind me, preparations are underway to light the Karthigai Deepam. Karthigai is a very important month of Tamil months, and this time what's happening is that every Karthigai month, one day is considered as Peri Karthigai. On that particular day, for the 6 Murugan important abode temples called as Arubadai Veedu, there are 6 forms of Murugan who were actually being brought up by the Karthigai pen. For them, as a celebration, such an event is conducted, and across the state, in many homes, there will be diyas that will be lit, and this is a very, very important kind of celebration that is conducted across the state of Tamil Nadu, and anywhere you have Lord Murugan temples. However, in this particular area, there was an issue considering there is another kind of a pillar which is called as the kind of Deepartoon that is on the other side. That is the top, the bigger hill over there that you could see. And the important aspect over there, it's that in that, close to that particular Deepartoon, there is a small dargah that turned out to be an issue. However, it's being said for like nearly a century, that particular Deepartoon was not used to light the Karthigai Deepam. This time, Madras High Court Madurai bench intervened, and they said that as the dargah is a little far away and almost 50 meters away is only this Deepartoon is there, it has been permitted to light it over there. The temple officials here also went ahead and filed an appeal, but that has not yet been listed. So amongst all this, now the Karthigai Deepam will be lit on this particular area where it is being lit every year, and also in that particular one that we will soon show. But this is a preparation that you see over here. This is very, very important. The way you could see a huge kind of like necessary steps are being taken to light the lamp over there. And this India Today is bringing you atop from Tiruparankundram Hill. And that is the Karthigai Deepam at Tiruparankundram Hill, one of the very, very important festivals for the month of Karthigai in Tamil months that you see in front of us right now. This is atop the Tiruparankundram Hill, the first of the Arubadai Veedu for God Muruga, and that you see over there. Now it has been lit. This amidst a controversy is also happening where earlier Madras High Court Madurai bench had stated that there is another Deepartoon where the lamp should be lit, which is atop another hill over here, but there is a Sikandar Dargah over there, due to which the lamp was not lit at least for the past 60 years, and officials of the temple claim that they want to follow the same thing just to avoid any untoward incident. Now the court claimed that the pillar is almost 50 meters away from the temple and from the Dargah, and they should actually go ahead and light it as the permission was been given by the court. However, it has not been done as far as we speak, and because of that, over there you see all that on that foothill over there, my camera person is showing you, in that area a protest is right now occurring as like various pro-Hindu groups are claiming that the court order should have been followed. In fact, the judge also once again pulled the temple officials, claiming that if the lamp is not lit on that particular Deepartoon by 6:05 p.m., they will have to face contempt of the court charges. However, we've been told that so far that particular lamp has not been lit. Only this one that you see over here, this is the Karthigai Deepam, a very, very important festival. We've been told that this Deepam will burn for the next 3 days. It has been designed in such manner. Very interestingly, there is a huge pot that is filled with ghee and various other things, and also inside they have kept blocks of camphor, and what they have done is that they've taken a huge long cloth and they have made it into small like linear strips that has been placed on top of each other, and everything, the entire cloth is soaked in ghee in the ancient way. Now as you see, the Karthigai Deepam from Tiruparankundram, it has been lit. It's very, very important. Thiruvannamalai, also the Karthigai Deepam will be lit, and across many almost many homes in Tamil Nadu, Deepam will be lit for the Periya Karthigai. This is a very important auspicious month, and for God Murugan, this is considered as a very important month, stating that as per ancient mythology, God Murugan, when he took the form, there were like 6 forms of God Murugan, and all those children were taken care of by Karthigai Pen, and that is why that is why it is very important, and to celebrate all these occasions, Karthigai Deepam is celebrated. But Tiruparankundram, it is also marred with a bit of chaos, considering the Thiruparankundram Hill. Earlier there was an issue, as it was also mentioned as Sikandar Hill. It went to the court and the court has given a verdict. Now it is Thiruparankundram Hill. However, that atop that pillar, that is the Deepartoon that is atop over there, that was the kind of important issue, as the court said, allowed people to go ahead and light the Karthigai Deepam over there, claiming that this is another area that is specifically for some other purpose, but it looks like authorities from the temple have not done so, and they might face contempt of the court charges right now. As the temple order has not been over here, has not been done here, and as this particular Deepathoon temple, this has not been lit. You could see the protesters over here. These are the protesters who are trying to run and enter this pro-Hindu group, Hindu Munni and such, are coming over to this the foothill of Tiruparankundram. And as we speak, they are trying to protest, claiming that there is a court order, and still they are not allowed to go over there and light the Karthigai Deepam. As we speak, over there right now, they are trying to break the barricade, and that is also huge kind of issues happening over here with this Tiruparankundram Hill, where on one side the Karthigai Deepam has been lit, but on the other side now protesters are trying to climb over to the hill once again, and they are trying to enter the other portion where you have the Dargah, and from 50 meters away from there you have the particular Deepathoon, and they are trying to enter this vicinity. Police are trying to block them. However, protesters have entered and more are trying to come over here. Police are trying to block them over here. Still, a team has gone up and they are claiming that they want to light the lamp over there. These are the protesters at this spot, and they are climbing atop this particular hill. This is Sikandar Malai. This is an issue, Tiruparankundram Hill, and there it earlier turned out to be an issue because it was called as Sikandar Malai. Then it had to go to the court, and then it was actually now it is once again being called as Tiruparankundram Hill. One of the protesters over here is also injured. However, the rest of the protesters are climbing atop. On the top, there is another one particular police force which is trying to block them. This is close to 200 steps they have to climb to go over the spot over there. Police are trying to stop them, however, but they broke the barricade. They also tried to enter through another spot of the temple, and you could see on one side there is police force that is blocking the people, and on the other side a group is walking towards the atop of the place where this particular passage will break into left and right. Left side you will go to the normal place, and the right side it will actually go to the place where you have the Deepathoon and the Dargah. Earlier the court has ordered to light the lamp over Deepathoon. However, that was not done, leading to such chaos at Tiruparankundram. As we speak, the situation has turned chaotic over here, and these are the pro-Hindu groups that are being forcefully removed from this location at this spot. This is one of the foothills of Tiruparankundram, where you could see right now, people are protesting, and they have come over here against police permission, because earlier only certain people were allowed over here. As you speak over now, those people are being forcefully removed as well. These are the pro-Hindu groups that you see are being moved from this particular location. The terrain is really, really bad, and they have to be extremely careful. While another group over here, they claim that they have lit the lamp where they wanted to. So one group lit the lamp over here, claiming that this is Karthigai Deepam. Amidst all this, the police are forcefully removing all the people who had climbed over here from this spot. This has turned chaotic as per the court order. The Karthigai Deepam was not lit on the actual Deepartoon, and protesting that this crew has sit over here demanding that they should be allowed. Amidst this, we've also been told that the judge has now ordered that the person who's the petitioner, she can go ahead along with 10 people, and he can actually light the lamp over there. And this is also turning out to be extremely chaotic. As you see, the police force over here, they are trying to remove the crowd from this particular area. Now, amidst all this, as the crowd was being removed over here, one team has lit the particular kind of a lamp from them, claiming that this is a kind of symbolic manner of them lighting the lamp, and they're also blowing the conch. This is pro-Hindu groups who are protesting at this location on the way to Tiruparankundram. There are two hills over here, hilltops. One is the place where Karthigai Deepam was lit, but the other one where there is a dargah, and from there 50 meters away you have the Deepathoon. That place, even though court permitted, that Deepathoon lamp was not lit. That has led to all the chaos over here and the protest as such at this spot. Even police are having extreme difficulty to handle the situation, because this place is bad terrain, and amidst all this, it's really dark, and there's like complete boulders at every other location, and amidst this, police are having a difficult time to remove them. And here, this is a safety hazard, as now they have also lit one particular cloth, calling it as political. You could see that the police are forcibly trying to remove. The only problem is that people will fall, and you can see that people are being forcibly removed from this location. We speak, and this has turned out to be extremely chaotic. That is all because the court order of lighting the lamp at Deepathoon was not done. On one side, officials will have to respond to the court right now, but on the other side, as we see, that almost 25 people who are here are also being forcibly removed. And right now, as we speak, the CISF have also reached the spot. 67 men, we've been told, have come over here. We've been also said that in Tiruparankundram alone, 144 has been imposed as per sources at this time. As per the court order, 67 CISF officials have come over here, and they are supposed to assist 10 people to enter Thiruparankundram Hill, walk atop and light the lamp near the bigger hill, near that particular dargah. As we speak, officials all have a conversation over here. Here, as we speak, earlier, the people were not allowed. That led to an issue. You could see the senior officials were talking over here, and the bigger issue here is that right now, as we speak, the protesters have been placed aside, and police have taken entire control over this particular spot at Tiruparankundram. This is at this spot as we speak now. CISF, as per the court order, Justice G.R. Swaminathan, they have also come over here to walk along with 10 people, including the petitioner, up to the hill and light the lamp. And this is why the CISF officials are at spot. This is at Tiruparankundram. Situation is definitely turning grim over here. It is all up to how the local administration is going to handle the situation here. With the CISF over here, even now there is kind of issue happening because of the police and the local police are not allowing them to enter, claiming that what's happening over here is that they are claiming that 144 has been imposed, because of which a large crowd cannot be allowed. The number that is allowed is, the court has allowed 10 people to enter, while here it's being 144. You can, nobody can be there, only 2 people can go at a time. So that is becoming an issue. And here you see now when the police force claimed, one of the lawyers here stated that the judge asked you to come in visual conference, but he says that video conference was not possible because he was here trying to handle a huge riot-like situation, and that is why he was not able to. That is a senior police officer who is trying to explain that this is the situation over here. However, they are surrounded by CISF. We've been told close to 65 are over here, but the bigger problem is that as 144 has been imposed, now the local authorities claim that 10 people cannot be allowed to climb up Tiruparankundram Hills, and that is turning into issue as you speak. As we could hear over there, an argument is ensuing. With Daniel, Pramod Madhav for India Today.